Well, thank you so much for inviting me to share how we think about blockchain. I'm the Director of Business Development for Microsoft, Wendy Spies. As we all know, technology is changing us and how we do business. Iterative, agile, disruption, our pace is only increasing. We can look around us, see by this conference and the great attendance, that we love to talk about change. However, we don't talk too much about a fundamental thing that hasn't changed and probably won't change for a very long time. No matter your industry, your location, your size, it is that trust is the foundation of building a strong business. Customers, partners, suppliers, they're all part of our trust ecosystem. And as your business grows, it only gets more complicated. More collaboration is definitely a better customer experience, but it also means more risk for everyone. You have to handle the transfer of information and assets with care across the entire ecosystem. As we all know, it takes a very long time to build trust, but only a moment to lose it. When trust breaks, there are serious consequences. How many of you are old enough to remember the peanut butter salmonella outbreak of 2008? People died. Hundreds were sick. It spanned across the entire United States. That peanut butter only came from one company. That company went out of business, and the CEO eventually went to jail. But it also caused one of the largest recalls of food products in the entire US history. And it caused an enduring 25% decline in peanut butter sales across the whole industry. The entire ecosystem can suffer from the breakdown of trust of just one party. Traditionally, we build trust in a couple of ways: through intermediaries who broker trust, by capitalizing on centralizing data. For that, they take a fee, and they slow things down. This happens even today. Have you guys tried to buy a Bitcoin, right? It takes forever. A second method is, of course, manual verification. This process makes sure the records are complete and accurate, but it's really slow, and it's often error-prone. And these are very important processes with very important purposes, but they're slow, full of friction, and full of mistakes. We really do need a better approach. So what would that take to have a better approach? A complete set of historical records, knowledge that there are no errors or changes in those records, and that they are in sync with everyone in the ecosystem at the point of need. Super simple, right? You have all the organizations you work with agree and to sync their information, no problem. Until blockchain, we really couldn't do that. Blockchain establishes a secure, shared source of truth to help build trust. So what is it? It's a record of transactions, much like your grandmother's checkbook, or an Excel spreadsheet, or even a database. And instead of just you and your bank owning a single copy, everyone in the network has an encrypted copy that they can add to. And because of a function called consensus, no one can add to that ledger without everyone verifying the information and not allowing a change or delete. Because of this shared algorithm, you know that you can trust that data without a middleman or an audit. Teamwork builds trust. Trust builds speed. And to me, blockchain is actually about teamwork. What could you and your team do faster? And you don't use technology in a vacuum. You use it to deliver results. Let me share with you how we at Microsoft used blockchain to build teamwork, trust, and speed to deliver results. We think about 4 categories of solutions at Microsoft: customers, employees, operations, and products. I'm going to take you through 4 different examples of how we've used blockchain to affect those audiences. The first, engaging customers. Let's take a look at a simple blockchain solution enabled by the largest bank in Israel. What they're doing is they're streamlining the guarantee process, which helps customers make large purchases like real estate. Normally, this requires a lot of time, paper, documentation, and in-person visits, believe it or not. They used a blockchain platform to digitize those documents, they were actually paper before, and share them without the need to meet face-to-face. It increased their customer experience and provided differentiation for their bank over their competitors. Now let's go to Australia, where Webjet, the largest travel agency in that region, has thousands of bookings a day. They go through multiple operators. They have lots of disparate bits of information that needs to be tied together, and they have lots of errors. What Webjet did is they enabled blockchain to streamline and create a complete, secure record, eliminating errors. Their solution empowered their employees to make corrections and propagate them across the ecosystem. Here is to no more mismatched tickets and passport names. They are not only using this internally, but they're productizing this and creating a new business model for their company. And next, of course, Microsoft. Yes, we use blockchain internally. We dog food our own solutions. And we were one of the first customers. We used blockchain to remove some physical paper and a manual reconciliation process for standby letters of credit. Our Microsoft Treasury unit uses blockchain today. We moved from a process that took several weeks to only 5 steps. It created a more predictable set of working capital, reduced counterparty risk, improved operational efficiency, and enhanced our audit transparency. And last but not least, my personal favorite, Maersk, the largest shipping container operator in the world. And their challenge is marine insurance. It's super complicated. There are regulators, weather, port delays, pirates, cargo damage. That all makes risk assessment very, very difficult. There's duplication of information, there's complete lack of data, and fraud is a very serious issue. Working with a broad set of partners across a broad opportunity for technology, we developed a claims and settlement blockchain that gives real-time visibility into location and conditions for those shipping containers and for every place as they move around the world. The results is that risk assessment was nearly instant. What premiums can be agreed and settled on in seconds, and claims are paid in hours now instead of years. It frees up capital, reduces risk, and creates a new product and a new business model for this company. So you're probably thinking about what you can do for your business. Let's be careful, not all problems require blockchain solutions. There are 3 things that are common characteristics for good blockchain solutions across industries. Number 1, it has to have some sort of transfer of asset in some form. It can be physical, across a supply chain, or it can be monetary or informational, like a contract or a derivative. Number 2, you should have some sort of cross-organizational workflow. Rarely are good solutions specific to just one company. And number 3 is audit, of course. There should be some element of audit that's causing you some pain. Thinking now of your business and these criteria, what do you want to do to use that trust and that speed? To engage your customers, to empower your employees, to optimize your operations, and to transform your products. So of course, we have some tools. We're a software company that hopefully make it easier for you guys to develop cool solutions. Fundamentally, we're an open platform. You can bring your ledger. You can have whatever you want as far as, you can do Hyperledger, you can do Corda. And then, of course, in the middle, we have lots of baked Azure goodies that come, like identity and security, BI and analytics. And then at our foundation, we have our partnerships. This is probably the most important part of our blockchain solution and our entire ecosystem for Microsoft these days. These partnerships provide specific needs for specific industries to help all of us scale faster. As an engineering org, we are committed to build on 3 basic principles. Flexibility, on your terms, we will provide this software. Integrated, designed to be extensible. And scalable, we build to grow. I would really encourage you to come talk to us wherever you are in your journey. Dig in, explore, and get started. Thank you so much for your time here today. I'm the Director of Business Development for AI, Wendy Spies.